So, it's been a minute, huh? We have something to take apart. This aggressively 2000s piece of junk was found in an e-waste bin, and I tried to turn it on to see what it would do, and it wasn't working for me. So I tried a few different things, switching different knobs up, and I managed to get it to sort of work. The radio works, the CD player doesn't, the cassette player barely, and the speakers barely. Oh, and this selector switch. That is the switch that lets you switch between tape mode, radio mode, and CD mode, and it's in terrible condition, as well as these knobs. It's terrible, isn't it? So, we're gonna take it apart, because it barely works, and I don't need it, and it looks like crap. It's got all this rust on the speaker covers, and it's got this big old eyesore sticking out the top. Oh, that is supposed to hold this CD case down, because the CD case does not stay down on its own. So this little eyesore has to hold it down. So when that's off, it doesn't like to shut properly, and you can just pull it open just like that. Oh, and... but yeah, this is in terrible condition, so... Let's give it the screwdriver. So, this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 screws on the bottom. That's quite a lot, actually. That is unpleasant. That screw is rusty as hell. Jesus. God, why are these squeaking like that? My ears do not approve. Alright, I've gotten all the screws that I can see out of it. Let's see if this will come apart. It appears to still be holding on. For some reason. Oh, I missed one. Get out of there, come on. There we are. Alright. So, will you come apart? No? Come on! Does this CD or cassette player need to be open? Maybe? Does that hold two halves together? That's... Okay, I just had to pull a little harder, apparently. Because this isn't attached to the CD or the cassette player. I keep calling it the CD player, damn it. Ooh, that's unpluggable. Cool! Okay, sweet. So, this is the power supply side. This entire bottom part is just a power supply. We got our plug, transformer, full bridge rectifier, and a fuse. Awesome. Sweet. Okay. And some extra diodes, I'm guessing, for reverse polarity protection, and to stop the rectifier's power from trying to charge the batteries if you have it plugged in with batteries in it at the same time. There is a little switch built into this plug, so when you plug something in, I'm guessing it disconnects the batteries? Oh well. And here's the inside. So we got our speakers on the side here, and we got our motherboard, a tuner board, CD board, I'm guessing, cassette board, and interface board. All in there. Well, let's see if this thing continues to be nice and come apart in building blocks, rather than be a piece of crap. What is this? Ah, that's the antenna. Where should I start now? That's the tuner. I'm spinning the variable capacitors gear. Oh, there's a processor. It's quite a big processor. It's a glob of epoxy rather than a rectangular integrated circuit. Where should I go now? Should I try getting these speakers off, maybe? Those would help, but how? Stop sticking to my screwdriver, would you? Is that also connected? No, it is not. Okay, I see who's holding it on. Okay, that's not going to be too bad. It's just two clip thingies that are way down there. They're deep in the electronics of the thing. I'm glad this screwdriver is long enough. Give me that back. Freaking magnets, man. That was an interesting noise. It felt like, or it sounded like something fell and went ting 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 inside. Huh. Oh, maybe it was a piece of that little glue stuff that was trying to hold that screw in. Yes, it was. It's exactly that. Are you long enough to get that screw? Yeah, just barely. Come on, stay in there. And there we are. Man, I am awful shaky today. I wonder what that's about. Anyway, will you come apart? Yep. Sweet. Oh, there is a... Oh, does that just come off like that? Oh, yes, it does. Okay. I thought there was a zip tie there that I needed to cut. That speaker is held in by its wires. Do I have scissors back here? Yes, I do. I'm guessing these will be enough to cut these tiny wires. Oh, wait, there's a plug. Come on. Come on. There we go. I can cut that zip tie. There we are. Get. Okay, now all these wires are free, and I don't have to worry about them. Now let's get this other speaker out of here. Man, that screw is even deeper than the other one. Well, maybe it just appears that way because there's the other circuit board right here in the way. And there we are. We have the speakers off. They're still together and intact and everything. That's cool. I love when stuff comes apart like this. RCA, you may have designed this like a piece of shit, but at least it comes apart easy. That's awesome. Look at that. It comes apart in building blocks. Like, this is perfect. I love when stuff's designed like this. This cassette player appears to be one entire building block as well. It is. It's held on by 2 screws. That is amazing. Why can't everything be built like this? Every separate large module be a separate block and can be taken off with a minimal number of screws. It's perfect. Good. There it is. Oh, there's another zip tie. Where's my scissors? There it is. Come on. Don't be a non. Cut it. There we go. And here's our cassette player. Oh, this motor is soldered down. It's not a plug. Guess I'll have to break that. Is the other wire soldered? The other wire is on the module. Okay. Is this a plug or are these soldered? Those are soldered. Okay, let's cut that. I'm guessing these are power cords that go to the entire module. And this is unpluggable. That is the audio jacks. Okay, so I'm guessing that's input and output for the recording and the playing. Come on now. You can do it. I believe in you. Come on. There you go. And here's the cassette player. The entire thing right there. Just like that. It's perfect. Awesome. It's like it even still opens and ejects and stuff. That is cool. Love when stuff comes apart like this. So, now we just have the CD player and the interface. Let's start to get some of these boards off. The tuner, right here. Antenna and oscillator coil. Does that have a AM antenna built onto it? I don't think it does, actually. Huh. Does this have an AM antenna built into it that I can see easily? I don't think it does. So, let's get this tuner board off. Should be easy enough. Just a couple screws. My cat is jumping around and playing around as I'm doing this. Why is this screw harder to get off than the others? It is putting up a lot more resistance. Now let's get this gear off of the variable capacitor. I'm pretty sure this screwdriver's too big. Yes, it is. I'm gonna go get a smaller one. I got me a smaller screwdriver. Look at how worn down this is. It doesn't have any of the little bumps on it anymore for grip. This is a well-used one right here. There we are. And now I can twist the variable capacitor by grabbing the end of it. Cool. Okay. What next? Any more screws? Yes, there are 2. Ah, come on. There you go. And there we are. There's the tuner board. Now, plugs. Where are plugs? It appears I can unscrew the wire from the antenna with a screw. Yep, just like that. Plugs? Any plugs? Yep, we have an audio plug. Right there. And that is a little LED. The FM stereo LED. It's a small screw. And here we are. It's on its own little teeny tiny circuit board. There's no components on it except for it. I wonder why it's a circuit board. They could have easily just, you know, soldered the LED to it. But then again, putting it on the board makes it screwable, which is nice. You can screw it right to the plastic rather than gluing it. Mercury is behind the camera. He's knocking it over. What are you doing, dude? You gotta get... I'm doing stuff over here, bud. You gotta move. Silly kitty cat. My God, this is dirty. Look at that. It is so dirty. Maybe hard to see because the front camera on this is not as good as the back camera. We got a couple transformers, variable cap. I'm guessing that's the AM and FM switch. And an integrated circuit. What is this integrated circuit? There's some glue on it. I may need to clean that off with some alcohol. There's the tuner chip. Or board, not chip. And this. What would this be? What's this board? I'm guessing this is an amplifier board. I could probably use this, like, for other stuff. If it's all perfectly intact like this. There's not many wires going to it. There's this, which is the power. We got positive and ground. And this plugged into the cassette player. And this plugs into the CD player. It's also audio. And it's got left, right, and ground. This has left, right, and ground twice. And there's this, which has a left, right, and 2 grounds. It has a left, right, ground, and green. And that went to the tuner. What are these other wires? Oh, this also has a mysterious black wire. And these colorful wires connect the CD player to the interface board. So let's continue with this amp board. And we'll get this off. I'm guessing this is amp and power mixed into one board. The traces are large, and it doesn't appear to have very many components on it. And it has what appears to be a heat-sinked integrated circuit. So yeah, this is definitely an amplifier. Is that it? 2 screws? What else is holding that on? It does not want to come up. Oh, no, there is another screw. It was just camouflaging as a solder joint. Come on. What's holding that on? Is it the volume knob? That looks like it should just pop off, like all other knobs do. Let's use these to kind of pry it off, maybe. What the? Oh! Oh, it's the headphone port on the side that's holding this on. That's a little tricky. Get out of there, man. There we go. Yeah, here we are. All right. Let's unplug this thing. This has left, right, ground, and red, black, and black. And those 2 blacks meet at a point, so I'm guessing those are both ground. Yeah, one goes to the CD player, and one goes to the interface. And they connect into one slot on this plug. So yeah, that's definitely a ground. So it's got multiple grounds, and left and right, and red, which I'm guessing is just power. Get out of there! Come on, it's a plug. There we are. Lots of capacitance. We have a couple of big capacitors here. I'm guessing that's rectifier. Oh wait, the rectifier has its own capacitor. I wonder what these are for then. And there's this one capacitor here, which has some really long legs. You see that? It's very tall. And it's disconnected from that glue. Let's cut that glue. Yeah, look at how tall this capacitor stands. It has such longer legs than all the others. It's funny. What are you? What's your values? 2200 microfarads. And this other one is 1000. What's the really, really tall one? 100 microfarads. Okay. And here's volume. That's the volume knob. It's got 7 pins. Kind of strange. You would think it'd have 6. Because, you know, it's stereo. I wonder what the I wonder what the 7th one is for. And there's wires that are attempted to be glued down, but it is not. And we have a chip. What is that? Well, it's an amplifier, obviously. And it does not have a heatsink on it. I assumed it would have. That's hard to see. TAB227P. I think. And that's the mode selector switch. Okay. The mode selector switch is really simple. That's cool. That's a clever design. So the CD player, the cassette player, and the radio are all kind of going simultaneously. It's just this selects the audio input that goes to the amp. Oh, and I'm guessing it has to turn on and off the whole CD player thing, because the CD player doesn't actually run. So I'm guessing this is just a CD player, literal direct power to the CD player, and an input selector for multiple different audio inputs. So we got 2 right here and 1 right here. Huh. Cool. Clever design. Or maybe they're all like that, and this is just the first one I've actually noticed it. That's probably the case. Cool. I could use this for something else. It's an amplifier on a board. It's a little amplifier. That is sweet. And it's all still intact, and it has multiple sound inputs. That is beautiful. I really like that. And this is volume knob. So now let's continue. Let's get this CD board out. Well, the whole CD apparatus. It is screwed on with some rubber dampers. And some special colored screws. I'm guessing those are just normal screws. Just they're coated with an antioxidation type coating or something. I'm not sure. Maybe they're made of brass. I don't know. I don't know much about how these screws are made. It's just that these ones here, they're a different color. So there's something different about them. I wonder why those are the only ones of a different color in this entire machine. That one's a little wobbly wonky. I wonder why. Alright, CD player. Just like that. There's our player. We got the gears that move the head around. Come on. Or not the head, but the laser. You can see it moving there. And a basic motor that moves the CD. And the other half that holds the CD on is on the cover. It is not spring-loaded. It kind of sandwiches the CD in. Never touch the lens, obviously. And don't look at it when using it either. Now all of these can unplug. Are these color-coded with the resistor code? I think they are, yeah, but they're just not quite in the right order. Oh, yeah, they are. It's just there's a ground stuffed right in the middle. It's red, orange, yellow, green, blue. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then there's a black in between the orange and the yellow. And black is almost always ground. Now let's unplug that too. I don't know what that's to. It's just a white and 2 blacks. This is dusty as heck. Holy crap. This definitely sat on somebody's desk for ages. These motors are oxidized too. Very cool. I like how it's all still intact. I love how this comes apart in blocks. That's a piece of a freaking bush. That's a dried up piece of a plant. Yeah, this was definitely sitting outside. Alright, and that seems... Oh, no, that's unpluggable too. There we are. And here's the CD player. All in one block. And now the interface. Now the interface is, well, all the rest of this. Things are not usually this friendly with me when I'm taking them apart. I need to break those. Maybe these guys will come in handy. Vice grips. Come on. Grab onto that clip and snap it off. Come on, open up. Oh, Jesus. Now let's get the other one. This one's being kind of stubborn. Jesus. It's just bending rather than coming off. Let's tighten this even more. There we go. Interface. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's the little tiny button that lets it know if the CD player is closed. It's a very flimsy button. Doesn't look like it was designed to last forever. It's just 2 pieces of metal. And here's the interface. We got our screen and our buttons. Mostly for the CD player. Or maybe all for the CD player, I'm not sure. Are these all for the CD player? Yes, they are. Those are all for the CD player. So, the CD player interface board. That's cool. I'm still not so sure how to use these little LCD screens. I tried using one with an Arduino before, and it didn't want to work. Is there a common ground that's very obvious to see? These buttons, where do they trace back to? Oh, there's a diode. And it goes to this. This one, which has 4 grounds and a white. Well, 4 blacks and a white, and I'm assuming the blacks are ground. Does that plug in there? Yeah, it does. I'm assuming there's a resistor divider somewhere here. Because this is an SMD board. All these others are through hole. So, I don't want to trace the microscopic wires on that thing. But I'm assuming there is a resistor divider somewhere for these buttons. Because all these buttons seem to lead to this rather than a voltage divider on this. And all of the trails that go to this LCD screen all go to this little integrated circuit. This little integrated circuit is a E2655. There we go. It's done. There's not much else to really do. Tuner board. I like this. It's all still intact. I could just hook up some audio output to it and boom, I have a radio. Ow! Freaking solder traces, man. Or joints, solder joints. And CD block. Also easy to use if I want to. I can literally like put individual parts together in building blocks and use this again separately. It's cool. If I want a CD player, I can build one, or if I want a cassette player, I can build one, or just an amplifier to anything. I have it right there. It's cool. It comes apart in building blocks, and you can put it together in different ways if you so want to. That's awesome. Why can't more stuff be built like this? This is amazing. I love it. I love it so much. That is so cool. RCA, I hate this thing, but the insides, the way you built it, you chose really, really shitty parts, but you put the shitty parts together in a really cool way. I can play with this. I can probably attach a CD to it and spin up the CD to crazy speeds. Oh, then again, I can do that with my vacuum motors. I have a bunch of vacuum motors. I've taken apart a bunch of vacuums, mainly ones that I find on the side of the road in spring cleanup and fall cleanup. Spring cleanup's coming up soon, by the way. I'm pretty sure it's next month. So yeah, we have a power supply, the interface that just plugs right into the CD player. We got the amplifier and the power. We got the CD player. We got... Oh, no, that's the cassette player, and this is the CD player. And that's a radio. This is a radio, right here. It's a radio. It's not part of a radio, it's a radio on a board. It just needs an amplifier. That's cool. Anyway, I think that's it. Alright, so before we go, I'm actually gonna get the power supply off of this bottom piece, so I can throw the bottom piece out into the graveyard. Let's get out this transformer, which is held in by 2 screws. Simple enough. All of the really high power connections seem to be insulated, which is good. The only bare connections are the ones on this board, and those are after the transformer, so they're already of safe voltage. wonder why the end of that is all white and chalky. It's weird. This is difficult, man. This is being annoying as heck. Well, that screw was terrible. Get! You're flopping around like you're unscrewed, but then I try to pull you off and you're not. Come on, get out of there. There we go. Alright. Now the plug. There we are. And now the rectifier. There we go. Here is our power supply. Oh, let's cut off these wires that go to the batteries, because we know I ain't going to be using batteries with this. There we go. Power supply. All still connected and functional. And here's the trash. Well, now I think we're done. See ya.